Dear students, in this class we go for CRDI engine, so common rail direct injection engine. Why you are go for CRD? CRD stands for common rail direct injection system. That means direct injection of the fuel into the cylinder of an engine via single or common nozzle is called common rail, which is connected to the all the fuel injectors. Instead of supplying the separate piston pumps for fuel supply, they also to overcome for that is a common rail along that supplies of high pressure fuel to each cylinder at the end of the compression stroke. Before that, you go for that CRD. What are the disadvantages of diesel engine? The diesel engines, they also having a cam operated fuel injection system. They are also cam driven, and they also mention for the injection pressure as proportional to the engine speed. Is typically mean for the highest injection pressures, but only to achieve for the highest speed engines. And the maximum achievable for the injection pressure is decreased, and the engine speed is also decreased. That is also the drawback for that engines, and this is a relationship of all the pumps, even those are used for common rail system. In this unit distributor system, the injection pressure is tied to the instantaneous pressure, the single pumping event with no accumulator, and thus the relationship are more predominant and troublesome. There is some limited number of timing of injection events. They could not be during that command during the single combustion event, while the multiple injection events are possible with these older ones, which is much more difficult and costly to achieve. Then only they also to increase that technology, they also go for that fuel injection. That there is a direct injection system. They may be using that diesel engine. They have built up the pressure. Knew that for each and every injection cycle, at the end of the each and every compression, they also the pressure is also increased. The new common line, then means called as a common rail engines, maintain the constant pressure regardless the injection sequence. This pressure is then main permanently is available throughout the fuel line. The engine main is used for the electronic timing, regulates the injection pressure according to the engine speed and the load. That may be used for the electronic control unit. They may be called as ECU. It modifies the injection pressure precisely and then needed based on the data obtained from the sensors. They are used for the cam and crankshaft. In other words, the compression and the injection occurs independently of each other. This technique allows to the fuel to injected whenever the required. Maybe it's also called as it is helpful for saving the fuels and also to lowering the emissions. This is for the typical layout of CRDA system. It's a common rail fuel injection system. It is a common rail. The diesel is also having a common rail. Yeah, they also fuel is taken from the fuel pump. After that, the diesel fuel pump, they also send them to the red color. They also go for the common rail, and they also to control by the electronic control unit or electronic distributor unit. They also called. We have the common rail fuel system. They also for the cam operated. They also fuel is injected to that individual pressure pump, individual fuel injection pump. At the end of that compression stroke, the each fuel also having the fuel is also maintain the same regular pressure. It means all injection pressure is also same in that all fuel injector. At the time of the injection, some of the fuel is also returned again to the fuel tank. It is for that fuel CRDI, common rail direct injection system. Previously, the conventional fuel system, they also the separate fuel injection pump and separate fuel injector is also used. It is also they also only one fuel pump is also used for that. but they also to control by the electronic control unit. They also to maintain the injection pressure and maintain the fuel quantity. It is also very helpful too for lowering the emission and also to save the fuel. Already I told about the traditional injection system is an auxiliary cam of the engine camshaft drives a single cylinder injection pump. Every yearly the stroke of the plunger, the inlet port is also closed and the fuel trapped above the plunger. There is a force into the check valve to the injection line. There is also so many problems is also created during the injection. The injection nozzle is having several holes which the fuel spray into the cylinder. The spring-loaded injection nozzles keep the injection valve is also closed until the pressure. In case in between the injection nozzle, they also provide for the plunger. They also have a spring upright. They also the pressure is also required pressure. They also to supply the fuel inside the engine. It is also one big problem. Acting the parts and needed surface over the spring forces open the valve. Thus, the pump camshaft relative to the engine crankshaft control start of the injection, while the forces is given in the initial displacement. The spring is also gives the opening the pressure. Injection is stopped when the inlet port of the pump is also uncovered in that helical groove, the plunger. The injection pump cam design also the position of the helical groove is also determined the amount of the fuel is injected to the cylinder. In case the speed is increased, the helical groove is also open the fully. In case the speed is decreased, the helical groove is also partially closed. Okay, they also, and it is also the rotating of the cam design. They also rotating plunger and its helical groove is also to control the load. This is the helical groove. This is a conventional. Fuel is the first point. There is the helical groove. The dotted line, the dot is also given. They also click out the fuel supply is also go for this line. In case the plunger is also move up to, is also the fuel is also coming in this way. With the help of the plunger, they also move that side. But in case the CRD, they also directly they also given to the nozzle. The common rail injection system, they also the traditional. Concerning the traditional injection system, okay, there are so many the pressure generation and injection is also decoupled in the common rail system. It is also prerequisite for the decoupling of pressure generation and injection in the common rail system is also high pressure accumulator, which consists of rail and pressure fuel lines are used. In order to control the opening and closing at the time of the needle, the small chamber pressure pressurized fuel is also present in the top of the needle. The volume is also connected to the rail and the small orifice is assumed to the same pressure and between the nozzle and chamber, then the valve is also closed. Also the fuel is also saved. There is also equipment setup. They have fuel tank with low pressure pump, fuel filter, high pressure pump, and pressure regulating valve, and also the common pressure vessel, high pressure vessel, the fuel injector with the solenoid valve and nozzle. The solenoid valve is hardly electrically operated, and heat 8 one is also the heat exchanger, 9th one is also the control unit, and also 10th one is also having the pressure transducer. It is also in the fixed in the high pressure vessel. The ignition combustion. The common rail fuel injection system produces the droplets of less than 20 mm, which evaporate rapidly. Because it is also lead to the short injection delay and to continue the combustion of the fuel during the injection. Therefore, together with pilot injection, the significant reduction of injection delay of the main injection can be realized, especially when the fuel set of the main injection penetrates through the flame of the pilot injection. The common rail is also conventional to apply the pilot or post injection for single compression stroke, obtaining the acceptable spray properties. This is the view of the common rail direct injection system. Okay, it is also the pressure control valve, there also the injector and common rail, the pressure sensor. There is also high pressure pump. The high pressure pump is also sent to the common rail. They also to maintain the same pressure in all the 4 injector. At the time of that inject, they also to inject the fuel with the help of the electronic control unit. This is a comparison between the normal engine and the CRDI engine. Okay, the pressure ranging is also needed for that. It is also required for 2000 to 400 bar, but is also pressure is exceeding up to 1200 bar uniformly maintained. Okay, that is also the normal diesel engine, they are also not uniform. The direct injection of the indirect injection of the fuel, it is a direct injection of high pressure fuel. In case your high pressure fuel increases, the fuel is also having automation is also more or less compared to that normal engine. Automation, they also to mix with the air is also in case automation is also in normal, they also the fuel injection fuel is also born incomplete. That means the fuel is abnormally they also injected, they also do abnormally they also to combustion complete combustion is also takes place in the CRD engine. The noise engine normal engine is very noise is produced. The CRD engine is a very less noise produced because of the pilot injection is prior to the main injection. Because they also the fuel is injected to the, they also to automation is also happen uniformly. The fuel injection pressures varies during the injection pump and variable engine speed. But the fuel injection timing is mechanically controlled by the high fuel consumptions at low engine speed due to that impact air fuel ratio. And high emission at low speed, so low emission at all the speeds. Used in normal cars, used in that is a Honda i3, some new innovative new cars they also use. What are these are advantages? They also more power developed, increase the fuel efficiency, reduce noise, more stability, pollutants are reduced, particulates of exhaust are reduced, exhaust gas recirculation is enhanced, is also possible for recirculation. Precise the injection timing is also obtained. Pilot and post injection increases the combustion quality. More pulverization of the fuel is obtained. Is a very more pulverization is nothing but they also to mix with the air and fuel is also mixed in that thoroughly, and very high injection pressures can be achieved. The main disadvantage is the cost of the engine. It is also costly compared to that conventional engines. The application they also mainly use for marine and locomotive engines. Nowadays they also the following parts they also applied for CRDC. The circular and CRS engines they use it for U-truck and E4 buses, and BMW companies they also D engines, and Chevrolet they also use for VCDI engines, and so many companies they also they are nowadays they are using for CRDI technologies. These are the references. From this we are concluded it is learning about the CRDI technology. It is hereby that is concluded that is a revolutionary technology that is makes the engines are 33% more efficient than ordinary fuel system.